Hello, welcome back to Daily English Talk. Hi everyone, we are so happy to see you. I'm Rosa.
And I'm Tom. On this channel, we help you practice real English. Please, if you like our videos, remember to subscribe and like them. It helps us a lot.
Yes, thank you. Today, we are going to learn how to talk about habits.
That's right. We will talk about things we do every day, every week, our routines. So, Rosa, it's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Oh yes, the sun is shining. I like days like this. It makes me feel happy.
Me too. Did you come to the studio from home?
Yes, I walked here. The walk was very nice. I saw many people in the park.
That sounds lovely. I walked here too. I often listen to music when I walk. What kind of music do you listen to?
I usually listen to pop music. It's fun and easy to sing along with.
Nice. I like pop music too, but in the morning I sometimes listen to the news.
The news? That sounds very serious for the morning.
I know, but I like to know what is happening in the world.
That's a good habit. Maybe I should try that.
Maybe. So, what are your plans for after we finish recording?
After this, I think I will go to a cafe. I want to drink a nice cup of coffee and eat a piece of cake.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Can I come with you?
Of course you can, my friend. You are always welcome.
Excellent. Now I am excited for after the show. Okay, we have a good topic for our viewers today.
We do. We are going to talk about habits. Habits like my habit of inviting myself for cake.
Exactly like that, but also other more common habits. So, Rosa, let's start talking about habits. What is a habit for you?
A habit is something you do again and again without thinking too much. It's automatic.
Automatic? Like a robot?
Not like a robot, but almost. For example, I always brush my teeth after breakfast. I don't think, should I brush my teeth? I just do it.
I understand. It's a part of your routine. My habit is I always drink a glass of water when I wake up.
That's a very healthy habit, Tom. I should try that.
You should. It's good for you. Okay, let's talk about morning habits first. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
The very first thing, I open my eyes.
Very funny, Rosa. After that.
Okay. After I open my eyes, I always check my phone.
Oh, I do that too. I check the time and see if I have any messages.
Same. But my doctor says it's a bad habit. The light from the phone is not good for your eyes in the morning.
He is probably right. What is a good morning habit you have?
A good one? Well, I always make my bed every single morning.
Really? I sometimes make my bed, but not always. Sometimes I'm in a hurry.
For me, it's important. A tidy bed makes the room look tidy.
That's a great habit. What about breakfast? Do you have any habits for breakfast?
My breakfast habit is very simple. I usually eat toast with butter and I always drink tea, not coffee.
Every day the same thing?
Almost every day. I like it. It's comfortable. What do you eat for breakfast?
My breakfast changes. Sometimes I eat yogurt with fruit, sometimes I eat cereal. But I always drink coffee. I cannot start my day without it.
How many cups of coffee do you drink every day?
Oh, that's a dangerous question. I usually drink 2 or 3 cups.
Usually or always?
Okay, always. It's a bad habit, I know.
It's your habit, not mine. Now, how do you go to work? What is your habit for travel?
I usually walk to work. My office is not far from my home.
That's a wonderful habit. Walking is healthy and free.
Yes, it is. What about you? How do you get to work?
I usually take the bus, but on Fridays, I often drive my car.
Why on Fridays?
Because after work on Friday, I often go to the supermarket for big shopping. It's easier with the car.
Ah, that makes sense. So that's a weekly habit.
Exactly. Let's talk about work habits. What do you always do at your job?
At work, I always make a list of things to do. I write down my tasks for the day.
That is very organized. I sometimes make a list, but I often lose it.
That is not a good habit, Rosa.
I know. Another bad work habit, I am often late for meetings.
Rosa, why are you late?
I always think I have more time. Then I have to run to the meeting room.
You need a new habit. Try to arrive 5 minutes early.
5 minutes early? That sounds impossible.
Just try. Now, let's talk about evening habits. What do you do after work?
After work, I usually feel tired, so I always sit on my sofa for 10 minutes and do nothing.
That sounds nice. I should try that.
After my 10 minutes, I often go to the gym.
You go to the gym after work? That is impressive. I never go to the gym. Never.
What do you do for exercise?
My exercise is walking to the kitchen, walking to the bus stop.
That is not real exercise, Tom.
I know. It's a bad habit. I need to change. What do you do at the gym?
I usually run on the treadmill. Sometimes I lift small weights. Then I go home and cook dinner.
You cook dinner every day?
I don't cook often. I usually order food.
Every day?
No, not every day. Maybe 3 times a week.
Is that a bad habit?
It is an expensive habit and sometimes not so healthy. Cooking at home is better.
You're right. But cooking for one person is sometimes boring.
I understand. I sometimes cook a lot and eat the same food for 2 days.
That is a smart habit. Okay. After dinner, what are your habits?
After dinner, I always wash the dishes. I hate dirty dishes in the kitchen.
I have a different habit. I often leave the dishes in the sink. I wash them the next morning.
Tom, that is a terrible habit.
I know, but it's my habit. After dishes, what do you do?
I usually relax. I often watch a TV series or a movie. What kind of movies do you like?
I usually watch comedies. I like to laugh. What do you watch?
I often watch sports, football, basketball, but sometimes I watch documentaries about animals.
That sounds interesting. Do you have any habits before you sleep?
Yes, I have a routine. I always brush my teeth, of course. Then I read a book for about 15 minutes.
That's a good habit. Reading helps you sleep. I also read before sleep. What do you read?
I usually read novels, funny stories, but sometimes I check my phone in bed. It's a bad habit.
Yes, the phone light is bad for sleep. We both have this bad habit. We need to change.
Let's promise, no phones in bed.
Okay, I promise. For one night.
Only one night?
Part 3, weekends and changing habits.
Let's talk about weekend habits. Are your weekends different?
Oh yes, my weekend habits are very different. On Saturday morning, I always sleep late.
What time do you wake up?
Sometimes at 10 a.m., sometimes at 11 a.m. It's wonderful.
I wake up at 8 a.m. Even on weekends, it's my habit.
8 a.m. on Saturday? That is too early for me.
It's normal. Then I have a slow morning. I drink coffee and read the news.
That sounds peaceful. On Saturday, I usually meet my friends for lunch.
That sounds fun. Where do you go?
We often go to a small restaurant near the park. The food is very good.
Do you do any sports on the weekend?
Sometimes I play football with my friends, but not every weekend.
That's good exercise. You see, you do some sports.
Yes, but only sometimes. What do you do on Sunday?
Sunday is my cleaning day. I always clean my apartment.
Every Sunday? You are very organized.
I like a clean home. I vacuum the floors, I clean the bathroom, I wash my clothes.
I clean my apartment when it is dirty, maybe once every 2 weeks. That is a habit, I suppose. Now, let's talk about bad habits. We all have them.
This is my favorite topic. I have many bad habits. For example, I often bite my nails.
When do you do that?
When I'm watching a scary movie or when I'm thinking about a problem.
I understand. I sometimes do that too. but you have so many good habits.
Nobody's perfect, Tom.
I have another bad habit. I often lose my sunglasses.
How many sunglasses did you lose?
Maybe 5 or 6 pairs this year?
That is a lot. That is an expensive bad habit.
I know. What is your most expensive bad habit?
My most expensive bad habit is buying coffee every day. I have a coffee machine at home, but I like coffee from the coffee shop.
No, that is expensive. You should make coffee at home.
You're right. But the coffee at the coffee shop is so good, habits are difficult to change. How can we make new good habits?
I read that we should start very small. For example, if you want to run, start by walking for 5 minutes.
That's good advice. And we need to be consistent. We need to do it every day.
Every day? That sounds difficult.
Not difficult. For example, if you want to drink more water, just put a glass of water on your table every morning.
Okay, I can do that. That is a small thing.
Exactly. And if you want to read more, just read 1 page every night.
1 page. I can do that. Maybe I will read 2 pages.
See? You are motivated now. What new good habit do you want to start?
I want to start the habit of eating fruit every day. I usually eat cookies, but fruit is better.
That is an excellent idea. You can buy a banana with your coffee.
Yes, 1 banana. That is easy. What new habit do you want, Rosa?
I want to start the habit of calling my family more. I usually send text messages, but a call is better.
That is a beautiful habit. Your family will be very happy.
I think so too. What about old habits? Do you have habits from when you were a child?
Oh, yes. I always put my left shoe on first. I don't know why. I did it when I was a boy, and I do it now.
That is a very old habit. I have a similar one. I always read the last page of a book first.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I just like to know the ending before I start.
That is a funny habit. My sister has a habit of singing in the car. Every time she drives, she sings.
I do that too. It's a fun habit. So some habits are fun, some are healthy, some are expensive, and we can change our habits if we want. We just need to start small.
I feel motivated now. Tomorrow, I will eat a banana and drink a glass of water. And I will not look at my phone in bed.
It's a deal. Let's check our new habits next week.
Perfect. So, viewers, you see, everyone has habits. Talking about them is easy.
That was a great talk about habits, Tom. We used many useful words.
We did. I think it would be good to talk about some of these words again to help our friends remember.
Excellent idea. Let's do a mini vocabulary review. What word should we start with?
Well, we said the word habit many times, but what does it really mean?
A habit is a behavior that you do regularly and automatically. You don't think about it too much. For example, Tom, what is a habit for you?
My habit is drinking tea every morning. I don't decide every day. I just do it. It's a habit.
Perfect example. It's like a routine action. Brushing your teeth is a habit. Tying your shoes is a habit. Can a habit be good and bad?
Oh, yes. A good habit is healthy or useful, like exercising or reading books. A bad habit is not healthy or not useful, like biting your nails or losing your keys.
Don't talk about losing keys. So a habit can be positive or negative.
Exactly. Now, another very important word we use with habits is always.
Always. This means 100% of the time. It happens every single time. For example, I always breathe air.
That's true, but a better example for our topic, I always lock the door when I leave home.
Yes, or the sun always rises in the east. It never changes. And the opposite of always is never.
Never. This means 0%. It does not happen. For example, I never drink coffee for breakfast, only tea.
And I never forget to drink my morning coffee. It's impossible for me. So always and never are very strong, but we often use softer words like usually.
Ah, usually. This is a very useful word. It means most of the time, but not always. Maybe 80 or 90%. So if I say I usually take the bus to work, what does it mean?
It means you take the bus on most days, but sometimes, maybe if the weather is nice, you walk or sometimes you drive.
Correct. So it's not always, but it's very common. What about often?
Often means many times. It happens a lot, but maybe not as much as usually. For example, I often go to the cinema. This means I go many times, but not every weekend.
I see. So I often meet my friends on weekends. It's a common activity, but not every single weekend.
Yes, and then we have sometimes.
Sometimes is less than often. It means it happens on some occasions, but not always. Maybe 50%. For example, I sometimes eat chocolate for dessert. Not always, but when I want something sweet.
And finally, let's talk about routine.
Routine. This is a good word. A routine is like a plan or a sequence of your habits. Can you give us an example of a routine, Rosa?
Of course, my morning routine is first, I wake up. Then, I always brush my teeth. After that, I usually make my bed. Then, I often drink tea. Finally, I sometimes read the news.
Wonderful. So, a routine is the order of your habits. My evening routine is I always cook dinner, I usually watch TV, and I often read a book before I always go to sleep.
So, habit is one action, routine is many habits together in a sequence.
Perfect explanation. Let's practice with one more word. We talked about healthy and unhealthy habits.
Healthy means good for your body and mind. Exercise is healthy. Eating vegetables is healthy.
And unhealthy means not good for your body or mind. Smoking is unhealthy. Eating too much sugar is unhealthy.
So, viewers, can you make a sentence with these words? For example, my healthy habit is I always go for a walk. My unhealthy habit is I sometimes eat fast food.
Great sentence. Let's all try to make sentences like this. So, to review, we talked about habit, always, never, usually, often, sometimes, routine, and healthy and unhealthy habits.
These are all fantastic words for talking about your daily life. Try to use them when you write your answer in the comments.
Yes, knowing these words is a very good habit for English learners.
It is a very, very good habit. Well, Tom, we have talked for a long, long time about habits.
We really have. My mouth is a little tired from talking. Is that a bad habit, talking too much?
No, I think for an English teacher, talking is a very good habit. But let's think about everything we discussed today.
Okay, let's do a summary, a quick review for our friends watching.
Perfect. First, we learned that a habit is something you do regularly, almost without thinking. It can be good or it can be bad.
Yes, we talked about morning habits like brushing your teeth, making your bed, and drinking coffee or tea.
And we talked about work habits, like making a to-do list or being late for meetings.
Hey, you don't need to remind everyone about my bad habits.
Sorry, Tom, but it's a good example. We also discussed evening habits like cooking dinner, watching TV, and reading before bed.
And we must not forget weekly habits, like going to the supermarket on a certain day or cleaning the house on Sunday.
Exactly. And we learned how to use some very important words to describe these habits.
That's right. We practiced words like always for 100% and never for 0%. And we used usually for most of the time, often for many times, and sometimes for, well, sometimes.
We also talked about the word routine, which is like a story of your habits from morning to night.
And we distinguished between healthy habits, like exercising, and unhealthy or expensive habits, like drinking too much coffee or ordering food every day.
Speaking of which, I am thinking about my coffee shop habit. I will try to make coffee at home this week.
That's a great goal. And I will try not to look at my phone in bed.
We can both try to change one small habit, and that's a very important lesson for everyone. You can change your habits. You can start with one small, easy thing.
Don't try to change everything on Monday. That is too difficult. Just start with one thing, like eating one piece of fruit every day, or drinking one glass of water in the morning, or reading one page of a book. Small steps are the best way to build a new good habit.
So now it is your turn to speak. We want to hear from you.
Yes, we have our question of the day. This is the most important part for your practice. Today's question is, what is one good habit you have and one bad habit you want to change?
Please write your answer in the comments below. It is very good practice for your English. For example, you can write, my good habit is I always study English for 10 minutes every day. My bad habit is I sometimes watch too much TV.
Or, my good habit is I usually eat vegetables for lunch. My bad habit is I never go to bed early. Any answer is a good answer. We are here to learn together, not to be perfect.
We will read every single comment. We love to read your answers and see your progress. It makes us very happy to be a part of your English learning journey.
So please take a moment and write a sentence for us. Tell us about your habits. And while you're there, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It helps other learners find us.
And of course, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, Daily English Talk, please click the subscribe button. We make new videos every week to help you practice.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. You are all wonderful students. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, be kind to yourself when you are learning something new.
Yes, learning English is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about building a habit of practice.
Beautifully said, Rosa. We will see you next time for another Daily English Talk.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.